threshold is where the patient needs more structure. If we operate below the threshold, the patient's capacity doesn't build, right? So we need to get up to where they start to have trouble, because that's where we can start to intellectualize. That's where we can start to do little graded pressure to build their capacity from there. We also are asking about feelings, as long as the patient's intellectualizing and so on, which he did here, and until he starts to, in this case, until he starts to go to weepiness or maybe to self-attack. So he actually has a threshold of repression here that we just saw. So go right there, and then we'll do pressures, and then we'll do a lot of pressures toward the therapist, because the patient is going to protect the therapist. And then in helping the patient bear mixed feelings towards you, he's going to tolerate more and more feelings without going into the anxiety, going to smooth muscles, and without the defenses going into repression or splitting protection. Um, so so that you're raising the threshold of anxiety tolerance or affect tolerance, and you're also, that same threshold is where patients shift resistance systems. So you're always managing the anxiety and the resistance systems. Now, at the same time, we're helping the patient become aware, right? And so we're helping them become aware of their anxiety so they can regulate it. We're helping them become aware of defenses that they didn't see. We're helping them become aware of the triangle of conflict so they understand what is happening, right? That when he has feelings, he becomes very anxious, and then he could protect his family by becoming depressed. He could speculate about their minds as a way to avoid what's in his mind, his own anger, for example. So we would help him see the triangle of conflict so that he understands what is creating his problems, and therefore what we're working on and why. We would also help him, when we help him see the triangle of conflict, we'd also be helping him differentiate the corners of the triangle of conflict. Can the patient differentiate feeling from anxiety and feeling from defense? A person might say, I just feel abandoned. Here, the patient confuses feeling and stimulus. Yes, your family abandoned you, and that's why you're upset with them. So, shall we take a look at the feelings toward them for abandoning you?